Portland once had a reputation as one of the most exciting food cities in America. Innovative chefs, buzzing food carts, and cooking schools helped build the city's foodie identity. But today, that culture is under real pressure. The pandemic marked a turning point. At the start of 2020, there were roughly 300 independent restaurants, bars, and cafes across Portland. By 2023, about one-third of them had permanently closed. Some of the most high-profile losses included Pok Pok, Beast, and Toro Bravo, along with neighborhood favorites like the Arletta Library Bakery and Cafe and Bridges Cafe. Even newer spots, like the Vegan Deli Fermenter, which opened in 2019, closed by 2024. Those that survived are facing steep challenges. Food costs have risen more than 20% since 2019, while labor costs in Oregon have grown with minimum wage increases. Commercial rents add more pressure. Even as Portland's office vacancy hit a record 15% in 2025, average asking rents still rose about 2.5% year over year. That combination, empty buildings alongside higher lease costs, leaves many small restaurants in a bind. Industry surveys show that many now operate on margins of less than 5%, a figure that's simply unsustainable long-term. The decline of culinary training programs has added to the strain. Portland once had two major schools feeding its restaurant scene: Le Cordon Bleu College of Culinary Arts, which closed in 2017, and the Oregon Culinary Institute, which shut down in 2020. That leaves aspiring chefs with fewer local options, forcing many to train out of state. Without new talent, the city's once thriving creative food ecosystem is harder to sustain. Rising costs of living affect the other side of the equation: diners. A federal report shows that food insecurity in Oregon rose from 9.2% of households between 2018 and 2020 to 12% between 2021 and 2023. That means tens of thousands more families now struggle to afford groceries, let alone dine out. This squeeze has left restaurants with fewer reliable customers, especially in the mid-range price tier that once defined Portland's dining culture. There are still efforts to rebuild. Tasting menus are seeing a resurgence, offering chefs a way to balance creativity with financial sustainability. Food halls like the Flock and the new Ritz-Carlton, and plans for a James Beard public market downtown, show signs of reinvestment in Portland's food scene. But these projects are exceptions, not the rule. The reality is clear. Portland has lost a significant share of the restaurants and culinary institutions that once made it a national foodie destination. Unless there is stronger support for small businesses, culinary training, and affordability for both chefs and diners, the city risks losing one of its defining cultural assets.